Now, with the Oscars done and dusted, we thought we'd mark the end of the award season with a look back at all the incredible films, TV shows, music stars, speeches, and most memorable moments that we've enjoyed throughout the year. We might even dish out a few awards of our very own along the way. And here to help us, we're joined by entertainment journalist Natalie Jameson. Welcome to Showcase.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Quite a lot to get through. So what makes a good awards ceremony?
Length of time, shorter is better. The Oscars always runs quite long, so the Oscars was nearly 4 hours again this year. So that is a lengthy ceremony to get through, but amusingly for things like the Oscars, they have, when the celebrities arrive and they turn up at their seat, there is a little snack box underneath their seat, which you don't get to see on camera. But this year it had a little handwritten note from the host, Conan O'Brien, and a few treats. So there was a pretzel in there, a sachet of mustard and ketchup, which I doubt any celebrity would risk squirting onto food during that ceremony, and some chocolate-covered raisins and a bottle of water.
So the idea is to get them through the 4 hours worth of ceremony.
A few snacks, kind of keep your energy levels high, that sort of thing.
As soon as we're talking about these snack boxes, how about the goodie bags? Because they can be particularly lavish, can't they?
Yeah, they have always been very lavish in the past, and it was something that was very much part of the fabric of award season. And the Oscars went a different route this year, and there was a lot more aid relief vouchers in that to help some of the causes around the world. Some of the big ones from the Brit Awards in the UK, one of the record labels still does a very lavish goodie bag at its after party, which loads of people try and get in just so they can get this incredible piece of luggage that they got this year, which was stuffed with cosmetics.
Wait, it's an actual suitcase?
It was an actual suitcase this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
filled to the brim with like clothing and cosmetics and creams and spa treatments. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And you also...
I didn't get one, by the way.
So you're also talking about some very strange things in the Oscars goodie bag in particular this year. Tell us about the odd thing that was in there.
There was a voucher for liposuction. So
that's not normal, is it?
Well, these kind of cosmetic enhancements or treatments to change your appearance has been a bit of a mainstay of an Oscars goodie bag for quite a long time.
Which ceremony stood out for you and why?
So I was at the BAFTAs this year, which is a ceremony I adore, the British Academy of Film and Television, and David Tennant was back hosting, and he's such a gregarious, outgoing person. And I think David Tennant did an incredibly good job. He started with a song, got everybody involved in the audience.
And a great rendition of a particularly popular song, wasn't it?
Yeah, 500 Miles by the Proclaimers, which I think if you are somebody from the UK, you probably know that song very well. If you're somebody who's flown in from Los Angeles, as lots of people had done, maybe not so well, but I kind of love that he introduced that to the entire audience. It was really fun.
And how about the music award ceremonies? What did you take away from those?
The music award ceremonies are fascinating because you always think that when people get to a certain level of fame, take for example Beyonce, who's had an incredible year with her Cowboy Carter album, you'd think that they're kind of used to winning or losing, and she has quite let's say an interesting history with the Grammys, but she won the big one this year for Cowboy Carter, Album of the Year, and she looks so genuinely surprised when you think, you're Beyonce, like every chance is you're going to win. So I think that was a particularly beautiful moment in award season, and just to show as well that, you know, celebrities are just like us. They feel sad if things don't go their way, and they get surprised and shocked and happy when they pick up awards. So that was great.
And which are the biggest surprises that you saw at these ceremonies?
So I think Anora winning Best Film at the Oscars came as a surprise to a lot of people, because The Brutalist, I think, was a favourite, maybe going into that. I think there's a sense that Wicked did very well throughout award season, but mainly in the costume awards or the production design awards, you know.
And what is it about these award ceremonies that make them so intriguing, that make us all want to watch them?
I think there's lots of different reasons to enjoy an award ceremony. So if you're somebody who really loves fashion, then obviously it's kind of looking at all those red carpet looks. And as somebody who adores film and television and music, I think it is a really good opportunity to hopefully discover something that you might not have considered watching or listening to. So, and you might discover something that you never thought that you'd love.
Natalie, thank you very much. Now, before all the red carpets are well and truly rolled up and packed away for this year's awards season, we thought we'd hand out some of our very own. Yes, that's right. It's time for the Showcase Awards. Are you ready?
Always.
Yeah, let's go for it. First up, it's the Showcase Award for Best Dressed. Forget the trophies, forget the speeches. We all know the red carpet looks are what we really care about. And the nominees are Zendaya at the Golden Globe, stunning with a sleek silhouette in a beautiful bronze dress, high fashion allure at its best. Taylor Swift dazzling in a red sequin Vivienne Westwood mini dress at the Grammys, complete with a T-charm that got everyone talking about, yep, Travis. Selena Gomez looking every bit like Cinderella at the Golden Globes in a dramatic powder blue Prada gown. And Ariana Grande at the Oscars in her blush pink Schiaparelli, complete with the sculpted bodice and glittery layers of tulle. And the Snapshot Award goes to Ariana Grande. Natalie, her couture at its very best, would you agree?
She just looked stunning. I adored that gown. I do always have a slight reservation about how do you sit for 4 hours in a gown like that, but
yes,
photo-wise, beautiful, stunning.
It wasn't just her red carpet look either. We must mention her performance dress as well, fully equipped with the Dorothy stilettos on the back.
Yeah.
As well as on her feet.
Exactly. She had a red sparkly shoe as part of the costume design that was exactly on her back. And I couldn't quite work out the meaning of that, whether it was kind of like being stabbed in the back. I mean, if you know the story of Wicked and what's to come, there's a lot that's going to go on in that story. But yeah, it was a beautiful look. And also Cynthia Erivo, gorgeous, deep forest green velvet gown, again with bows, just beautiful.
Now up next, it's a big one, Best Moment. The one that says, now this is why we watch these big ceremonies. The nominees for this one are Ray, Lisa and Doja Cat's show-stopping tribute to 007 at the Oscars, with Lisa from Blackpink kicking things off with Live and Let Die. Doja Cat followed with Diamonds Are Forever, and Ray wrapped things up with Skyfall. The trio's stunning performance had the audience on their feet. Singer Benson Boone at the Grammys, having his tuxedo ripped off by Heidi Klum and Nikki Glaser, no less, before backflipping off the piano, all whilst performing Beautiful Things. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo's duet at the Oscars, it took our breath away with their incredible vocal chemistry once again. And David Tennant at the BAFTAs, leading a surprise sing-along that we've already mentioned to I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles, making everyone want to walk 500 miles with him. And the Snapshot Award goes to Benson Boone. Little surprise there, Natalie?
It's a tough category that you've put those nominees in because, as I've mentioned, I love Wicked. So that opening to the Oscars with Ariana Grande singing, first of all, Somewhere Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz, and then Cynthia Erivo singing the track Home from The Wiz. And then they came together to do Defying Gravity from Wicked. Honestly, I cried. I know I'm not supposed to say that.
Of course you are.
But it was a really...
We all enjoy a cry. It's okay to cry.
It was midnight when I was watching it in the UK, but it was such a moment. It was really beautifully done. And I love that moment. But yeah, Benson, I think, that blue jumpsuit, that timing impeccably of, he starts singing in the audience and then he has his outer suit ripped off, walks up to the stage and then does a backflip exactly in the right moment in the song and still is pitch perfect. It's quite an accomplishment. Talented
man. And we've seen some reenactments of those moves too, haven't we?
We have, yeah. Mark Zuckerberg donned a similar outfit. I believe it was his wife's 40th birthday. Yeah. So maybe that's how she likes to celebrate. I think I would have preferred to have Benson Boone personally.
All very impressive. Impressive skills there. Natalie, thank you. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us here. And hopefully we'll see you next year for more.